Hello everyone. This is my presentation for the project MirageUI under organization AlphaView under PClub Summer of Code. So what is this is a project MirageUI. It is a set of easily accessible, reusable and composable design components and animations that will make it super easy to improve the user experience of any website or application that you are building. So under this project it is the next stop for all your design and animation needs. Uh, we are an open source community. AlphaView is an open source community uh, that we have been developing projects along with our community members, and we promote open source by participating in various open source events such as PClub Summer of Code itself. So we promote the community to contribute their designs and take designs from this repository or use them for community or personal projects. Our motto is no contribution is small, and we appreciate each and every contribution from all of you. So we also provide all the detailed documentation to all of our mentees. It is mentioned in our project documentation itself, and this is how we do the basic environment setup. We provide this with the documentation itself for all our projects, and this is from the MirageUI repository on GitHub. And this is the basic environment setup and instructions to follow while contributing. So we gave these basic instructions to all of our mentees which were contributing to MirageUI. And so each and every step is mentioned with detailed explanation and links as well that they can check out. So everything was given to the mentees step by step, and we have multiple mentors that were there to help them on each and every step. I've also been helping our mentees Siddhi, and yeah. So next move to the next slide. Our community Discord for clearing mentees doubts. So far the project has been going good. Siddhi has been contributing really well, and we also have a Discord community where our mentors have been helping her, and we've been communicating or any doubts that our mentees have. We have been clearing all of them. So this is the work done by our mentee. So we only have one mentee on MirageUI for now. That is Siddhi Banuchali. So there were like 6-7 issues that were reviewed and constructive feedback was given. We've been helping her with open source as well as helping her with how to contribute to open source projects. And these were the pull requests that were actually merged, and some are under review. So she has been able to work on her front end skills while contributing to the projects, and also we've been giving her constructive open source guidance. So this is our these were the pull requests that were merged, and she added multiple components as well as also contributed to documentations. So this was her contributions, and she has also contributed to document, as you can see, documentation. And constructive feedbacks were given, like working on different branches and naming her components and creating readme and commit message styles, conventional commit message styles, and everything have has been we've been helping her with each and every step, as you can see. And yeah, that's about it. So this is the progress so far. Siddhi has contributed in 4 5 different files, and also been contributing to documentation, and we are under the process still, and she is working on a new component right now, which and we'll continue to do a couple work on a couple more components till the end of PClub Summer of Code. Thank you everyone.
So this is the project which is under Psoc, and the project is Personality Prediction System. The repo is of Darpan Khanna, who is the mentor of the program for us. As for the contributors so far, me Pratishtha and Sneha Rao has contributed to this project. Initially, the project had the CSV files and the code file. The other files have been added, though the README is same as before because it completely depicts the abstract, the approach, and whatever is given in the data set and what exactly we have done in the correct form. So there was no need to do any changes to that. We will be doing changes to it after some time because we are gonna add some more things to it. As for the other files like contributing MD, everything has been added as how one can contribute to it and how about the PRs and everything in case any of us or anyone in future would know how to do all of this if they don't know. Similarly, we have the code of conduct file. Other than that, we have got the in the beginning there was a Python file for code which only had the code which directly predicted the model. What has been added is this IPNYB format file. I guess it will take some years here. So there has been, I mean, some markdown and even in the code there are some changes that have been done. That is, there are certain things that have been added because I mean, for a person who is not into data science or for a person who doesn't actually know about the project or how Python works and everything, obviously pictures can tell a person more than anything. So pictorial representations have been added for different comparisons that have been done. And apart from that, either there are these, as you can see, these pictorial representations that have been added. And even for now, the code has been kept like this. As for the further in this program, it has been decided that maybe we will be making either a web application through which a person can actually access this and can know their personality, or we can do the same for an app, or we may do it for both. And as for, I mean, why we are going for that approach is simple because as machine learners, as people who are into machine learning, we may know what exactly this is, but for a person from non-tech field, he definitely doesn't know what is happening. So, as a data scientist, as simply as a person in machine learning, it also becomes a responsibility that we have to make it understandable for a person from a non-tech field. So we are thinking about making a user interface for people, which where they can fill in the details which have been asked, and it will simply show the output that is their predicted personality. Thank you.
Hey everyone, this is Bharat from Psoc 21. I contributed to Bundli-Frontend as a contributor, and two of my projects got merged in this Bundli-Frontend. So now I want to say about my projects. So my project that got merged the first time is, and this that project basically it's a piano game, and I use JavaScript, HTML, and CSS for this project, and it's basically a game. You can start play by clicking this button play over here. And now I want to tell about my second project, and it's also a game that's called blackjack. So in the same as I said, I use CSS, HTML, and JavaScript for this project too. And these are the bitcoins you can play bet. And when you click all in, all coins will go up, and you click deal, you'll get some cards, and this is the money it will show you. So these are the two projects that got merged in this piece of 21 as a contributor in Bundle Frontend project. Thank you.
Hello everyone. This is our final year major project based on Docto Bot, and our topic for final year major project is Handy Health Service System. So here are our mentors and mentee of our project. Our mentor is Sayyid Kazim, and the following mentees are Afif, Abuzar, Faraz and Saurav. The motivation for our project is looking at what the current situation going on in our country. Dr. Bot is indeed a very beautiful initiative if we are able to build it successfully. People of our nation, especially the middle class, will be blessed. From a technical aspect, this will be a wholesome project utilizing models like OpenCV, Spacey, CNN, etc. Apart from adding to our resume, this will also add to a bigger cause. This is our goals for our mini project. Our aim is to create a Telegram bot that will not only solve basic medical queries of the users but also give them an overview about serious health conditions. Later, we can also have a web page that will expand our search since a single link will redirect to the DrBot portal. The further slides of our presentation will be continued by our mentee Faraz Sayyed.
User will upload this image on Doctor Bot. Then the image goes to server. As of now, we are developing three CNN based model, that is pneumonia detection, skin detection, brain detection. And we stack our model. The image will be proceed in server and give back the possible result. Next slide will be explained by.
So basically, our one of the mentees is not present here. So I'm going to explain this NLP based model. So this is a Q&A model that the user have to give the input, and after that it will process and suggest some keyword. After clicking the keyword, it will goes to the decision making model. After that it will ask like, you have a diabetes or not, and what's the last date when you check your diabetes. After that the question and the answer, it will traverse the whole input and give the uh, like the final list of the predicted output. So next slide will going to explained by Fif Palawkar.
So, work done till now. Skin cancer classification model done, working on accuracy. Brain tumor detection model is done. Pneumonia detection model is also done. NLP based Q&A model work on progress. Server side programming not started yet. Thank you very much.
So that's all about our presentation. Thank you.
Hello, team. My name is Harsh, and I am the mentor for the Good First Issues, which is a part of the PClub Summer of Code 2021. This video is a part of the midterm project presentation for the PClub Summer of Code, and this video aims to showcase all of the work that has been done by the mentees, including the future scope that we are working on right now. Let me first get started by introducing the project. This project aims to develop a web application that can help the new open source contributors find good first issues so that they can basically contribute to the same. Finding good first issues, finding the right stuff to work on is always a pain in the open source communities, and it is something that majority of the time the maintainers want to fix. Having a web application that basically allows you to navigate across all of the available good first issues is something that most of the people, including the maintainers and the new contributors, we'd like to capitalize upon. Our project aims to develop a web interface which is being implemented through React.js at the front and Flask and some Python scripts at the backend. And we are basically fetching a lot of the information through the standard REST API provided by GitHub to make sure that we have a unified interface through which we can showcase all of the good first issues that we can scan across thousands of open source repositories. We have got 5 mentees working on this project as of now. We have got Rutuja, Vishal, Vishwam, Simon Manohar, and Diksha working on these projects. All of these mentees are very new to open source contribution and they are coming from diverse background and diverse skill set which we are basically capitalizing upon. For example, Rutuja is working entirely upon the Python scripting and the backend. Vishal and Vishwam are working on the front end and developing the client user interface. Sai Manohar and Diksha are working on the DevOps and the documentation side of things. As of now, we have finished 3 milestones. The first one is getting started with the scripts and the server side logic. We have been building a lot of Python scripts that can scan a lot of the repositories that are available on GitHub and create sort of a database for us through which we can fetch all of the good first issues. And we are also working on the backend API through which we can serve our logic on how the user can interact with our application. We have also finished the work on the project containerization and setting up the continuous integration pipelines so that we can rapidly test and validate the project that is being developed. We have also finished the work on the initial user interface for our application and we are fine tuning it right now. The upcoming tasks include fine tuning the user interface with the data that is being fetched from the server. We also want to make the first release and deploy the application in full shape, including setting up the continuous development pipelines so that every time someone makes a push to the project, it automatically gets deployed. We're also looking to generate the database through which we can fetch all of the good first issues. And this is one of the most integral parts of the entire project. So thank you. This was all that I had to present for the midterm presentations. If you have any questions or queries or you want to pass any suggestions, feel free to reach out to me on Slack and we can have a nice conversation on how we can further optimize this project. Thank you all. Thank you, Team PClub. Hi, my name is Harsh and I'm the mentor for the Rotten Scripts project. And this video is part of the midterm project presentation for PClub Summer of Code. This video showcases what the project is all about, the progress that the mentees have made on this project, the achievements that we have unlocked, and the further things that we will be doing over the next term. Let me first get started by explaining what exactly the project is all about. Rotten Scripts is a fairly popular project, and it is just a collection of scripts in various languages like Python, JavaScript, Bash, PowerShell, Golang, just to name a few. And over the time, it has become a community effort where people contribute the scripts that they are using in their day-to-day life, something that makes their lives easier and can enhance their developer experience. And we are basically working towards collaborating all of these scripts together at a single place. For the PClub Summer of Code, we are aiming to create a community website using Gatsby, and we're looking to add more scripts into the same and refactor the significant documentation that we have as of now. The mentees that are currently working on this project are Yashika, Raghav, Sukriti, Payal, and Sumit. They are coming from varied backgrounds and with diverse skill sets. Like Yashika, Raghav, and Sumit are completely working on developing the front end for the community website, while Sukriti and Payal are working on the scripting part, including the documentation and some of the stuff around re-engineering the CI/CD pipelines. The progress that we have made up till now is that we have added significantly new scripts in Python and Golang. Some of these scripts include scraping the Hacker News website, providing Twitter giveaways, and a lot of the other stuff. We have also refactored significant bits of documentation. We have completely shifted from the standard Markdown templates that we used to use for issues to YAML-based templates that GitHub is providing with its forms. And we have also published a V1 for the project website using Gatsby. The upcoming tasks for this project include re-engineering all the CI pipelines for the project. This includes removing all those actions that are not providing any sort of value, providing new pipelines for testing the code quality, and more. We also will be fine-tuning the user interface and making sort of a version release for the project. And finally, we want to finish the work on the existing documentation and make a version release for the same. That has been all the things that we have been doing for the first term at the PClub Summer of Code. If you have any questions, any queries, please feel free to pass on any suggestions on the Slack or reach out to me directly on LinkedIn or on mail. Thank you all. Thank you, Team PClub, for providing this opportunity. Hi, my name is Harsh, and I'm the mentor for the project Rekognition that is a part of the PClub Summer of Code. This video is a part of the mentor project presentation for the PClub Summer of Code that I am working on right now in collaboration with 4 of the mentees that are contributing to the open source project. Let me first get started by introducing the project idea and what exactly we are trying to achieve. This project aims to implement a web application through a RESTful application programming interface, that is the API, that can basically make use of these data models implemented using TensorFlow and the Keras for various computer vision classification tasks. This project is highly inspired from the enterprise service offered by AWS called Rekognition that allows us to implement a lot of the functionalities in computer vision by following premium model through which we can access their APIs and the libraries that they are providing. We aim to create an open source version of the same in a very minimalistic manner, just to showcase a proof of concept about how we can develop a similar kind of application for our purpose. I'm working on this project with 4 of my mentees, which include Gaurav, Anjali, Vishnut, and Muskan. All of them hail from diverse backgrounds and have a wide variety of skill sets. For example, Gaurav and Vishnut have been working on the Django implementation along with the data models. Muskan has been entirely working on implementing the data models, while Anjali is working on developing a front-end interface along with some of the tidbits around the documentation and building of the CI/CD pipelines. The progress that we have achieved till now is quite great. We have finished the work on the image captioning model along with the object identification model. These were 2 of the milestones that we had actually planned before itself. And we have also finished the work on the Django architecture and the setup to create the server side of our application. The upcoming tasks include integrating the data models within the Django application, setting up the CI/CD pipelines for the project, and finally making an initial release and the deployment for the project. As a stretch goal, we might also be implementing a front-end user interface, but that is not on the priority right now. That was all for the veteran presentation for the PClub Support Code. If you have any questions, any queries, or you'd like to pass on any suggestions, feel free to hit me on Slack, or you can personally reach out to me on LinkedIn or on mail. Thank you all. Thank you, Team PClub, for providing us this opportunity.
Hello. So, welcome to Answer. This is a Psoc project that we have been working on for the last 1 month. So, this is our GitHub repo. As you can see that all of the members have contributed. When it goes for Chahat, he has submitted a pull request regarding some changes in schema, and me and him are working on the branch that he initially submitted for pull request. So his branch has not been merged yet. When it comes to Ayush, he has been helping us out with UI UX. So yeah, he will later work on the dashboard and some parts of the backend. So let us go to the project. So what is Answer? Answer is an intelligent Discord bot that answers intelligently to your user base's queries. So these are the features. We plan to create this all-in-one aggregated platform where you can easily control your user base and uh, moderate a relatively large uh, audience when it comes to your Discord guild. So let us sign up. So suppose let's create an account called Psoc demo. Save it and let's log in. So right now it's saying that I don't have any guild because I don't have any guild registered right now. So let's do one thing, let's create a guild. So right now I have created a guild. Let's add the bot. Sorry, my bad, I went to the wrong link. So you can see that this is our bot. Let's create the server. So we just right now created this server. So let's add it and complete the captcha, and voila, we just got this bot. Nice. So let's do one thing, let's go to the dashboard, let's reload it. Wait, it's not here. So like, is the bot working? Let's try it out. Let's make it answer something. So answer, what is this? And it will tell me that I have not got the bot registered yet. So what I have to do is I have to create a guild. And right now we have not worked on the OTP page because we have other views in precedence at the moment, and Satyam is doing a wonderful job from coding the front end from the Figma design. So kudos to him. So let's register the bot. So it identified our username, and let's go back, and voila, we have the guild. So right now what we have in plan is that see, this is the context page. So what is the context page? Context page is basically you're giving the bot some paragraph from which it will answer questions whenever the audience asks them. So what we are planning to do is we are planning to implement context for each channel. We are also planning to implement context on each topic. So suppose you have this channel which is usually used for posting job offers, and if someone spams there, or if someone posts fake job offers, then you want to ban them. So like, you can write that if someone does this in the channel, then you will be banned. So right now we have this answering mechanism only in global level for channels and for topics, and for storing different contexts according to the channels and topics. We are making changes to the database, and Chahat and me both are working on this. So right now let me show you the global context. So suppose I say, if someone spams, he will be banned. Let's submit it. Alright, so right now we can go and ask answer, when will someone be banned? And the bot is crunching its gears and it gave us the answer if someone spams. So suppose you have got this user. I have another account open in incognito mode, and let's invite this guy. So invite people, let's invite him. So you can tell I just got the message. Right now my laptop is lagging a bit. Let's see how it handles. Let me close some tabs. So let's join this server. And we are in this server, and let's start spamming. Hey, this server is bad. And you know, I'm just spamming and loitering around. And right now I want to kick out this account. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick. So all of these moderation commands, something went wrong, please check my permission. So right now when we added this bot didn't have any permission. So what we have to do is we have to create a role for this bot and give it permission. So this is usually the case when you guys usually add bots in Discord guilds. So same is the case here. So let's go to settings. Let's create a role. So let's create a role bot. Let's give it yellow color. Create role. And let's give it moderator privileges. So you can kick and ban people, delete messages, alright. So select that. And let's give it to our bot. And yep. So our answer bot now has this. So right now we can do kick Psoc, and we were able to kick out that spammer. But the spammer, well, we know the spammer. The spammer keeps on, wreaking havoc. So the spammer joins again this time and spam. So what we can do is we can call the bot for rescue. We can tell it to clear the chats. So by default it clears 5 messages, but if I do clear, I don't know, 8, so it deleted 8 messages. So now we have to ban this guy because this guy keeps on coming back. So we can say ban, and we can type the reason here. So let's say this guy spams and this guy has been banned. So now when the guy tries to log in, so the user has been banned. I can also unban the user. So this is the account, and I can also give the reason. And once again invite people. Right. There is no reason for the unban. I got it mixed up. So I have unbanned break, and now I'm back again, and everything is in working order. So we have this so far, and we have done the website. So these moderation commands, they were done by Yuvraj, and yeah, that's it. So we have got these functionalities down by now, and we plan to add more as I talked about. So yeah, this is the demonstration. Thank you.